Okay, so there is a somewhat hidden feature in Claude AI that is almost forgotten, but it is actually still there, it is still working, and it has quite a bit of use cases. Of course, I'm talking about the artifacts mode in Claude, and within it, it is possible to bring some intelligence of the AI model from Claude into that app. So basically, you can build an AI-powered app using Claude AI, if that makes sense. Now, to make this simpler, I have built an AI chatbot using Claude AI chatbot. Now, this is different, by the way. So here on the right side, this is basically a simple web-based app, and it is being powered by a different Claude model. It is not the same model as the one that we have in the Claude platform, and also they are running independently. One is not going to affect another, and of course this app do work just fine, and it has a built-in an AI model behind the scene. Now let me give you one quick demo. Hi there, can you tell me a few things that perhaps you can do? And just wait until it finishes. So this is actually not a new concept. We have seen something like this in many places, like for example Gemini with its canvas feature. It does have a built-in API for some of its AI models, so you can chat with other Gemini models, and also you can even generate images using some image models from Google. So it is really cool, and we have the same thing here in Claude AI. Now, of course, building an AI chatbot within an AI chatbot just doesn't make any sense, and also what's the point? But there are many use cases. For example, here I just built an app that is able to turn a document, like for example this one, into a nice visualization. So this is really cool. It might be quite useful if you want to analyze some data. And also I have created this example as well, where I created a quiz that is being powered by AI. So the user can enter any topic, and then the question will be created automatically by AI, and every single time it could be unique. And for example here, the next question will be created on the fly. So this is not possible if you're using a normal app, but if it is being powered by AI, then it will add some depth or layer into the experience, and this will make the app even more useful. And of course, there are many other things, many other applications that you can implement with this AI powered feature within the artifacts window in Claude AI. Now, if you are interested and you want to build some mini app or perhaps a simple workflow that you can share with your friends or colleague, then let me show you how you can do it. And trust me, there are many things that you want to do beforehand. Okay, first, let's navigate to Claude.ai and you can log into your account. Secondly, we have to enable the AI power feature for artifacts. To do that, you can navigate to your profile, settings, and then go to capabilities. Okay, right here, you want to scroll down a bit, and under visuals, make sure that artifacts is enabled, and also enable AI powered artifacts. This is very important. This will enable the artifact to use some built-in AI models from Claude, like maybe Sonnet, Haiku, or even Opus behind the scene to add some features into the app. Now, after that, you can go back to the main screen, and then you can describe the app that you want Claude to generate. So for example, this is the prompt that I'm going to use. Now, there are a few things that I do recommend to include into your prompt. You can use any prompt, but I highly recommend to specify that you want to build a web app. So the reason behind that is because we want the artifacts to be on the right side of the screen, because recently Claude has made some changes, like sometimes the app or the artifact might appear within the chat window, but we actually want it to be on a separate chat window. And also I do recommend to specify that you want to use the latest built-in AI model that might be available in the Claude platform or the Anthropic platform. So this one is going to be different, and there is a good chance that the model that I'm using right now might no longer be available in the future. And unfortunately, this is the part that I really hate. There is almost no documentation about this at all. And what's strange is that Google Gemini actually does the same thing. They don't have any documentation about it. So what actually happened is you probably have to chat with AI, try to discuss what are the AI models that the AI in the chat can access, so you can build an AI powered app. Okay, it's kind of like difficult to explain, but basically you might want to discuss with AI to see which model that eventually can work in that artifact. So let me just go back to the chat again. Now this is the prompt that I'm going to use, and after that you can select the model. I will use Opus 4.7. This is probably the best model for coding right now. And when you're done with the prompting, you can send the query and just wait for Claude to generate the app. Now we're not done yet, and I believe that there could be some setbacks along the way. So I recommend to monitor the whole process and see if there is any problem, and you might want to manually fix it, or perhaps ask AI to fix it if there is any issue during the creation of the artifact. Now this might take quite a while, so I'll just skip a while and I'll show you the next steps that you need to do. Alright, so it took a while, but this is the app that Claude had just built for me. Now let me just do a quick demo, but later I'll talk about another very important thing when you're building an AI powered app using the Claude artifact. So here on my example, I just created an app to help anyone to learn, perhaps answer a question in a way that is acceptable. So I can pick any topic. Let's say I'll select technology, begin, and AI will generate a question based on the input from the user. And again, given that it is AI powered, it's going to be unique every single time. Okay, what is your favorite gadget or device that you use every day, and why do you like it? Okay, so I guess my favorite piece of technology that I use every day is definitely my computer, particularly the monitor, because I do have a multi-monitor setup, and with that, even though it seems to be occupying more spaces on my room, they're actually making me more productive. So I'm grateful that I do invest in the monitor setup, actually multi-monitor setup. Okay, let me just add that and submit. So I need to pass at least 70% of the score so I can continue to the next question. If AI decided that my answer is not good enough, then it will give me lower score, so I have to stop the quiz or the game. And there you go. So 82, not bad. I'm going to continue, and the next question is again will be generated on the fly by AI. This is not possible if you're using a traditional app. Now let's talk about the AI model. So here, if I check the code, right now it is using, I believe, Claude 4. Yep, yeah, Claude Sonnet 4 from 2025. So it's about a year ago. It is not the latest model. The latest model that I'm aware of and still working right now when I'm recording this video is this model, Claude Sonnet 4.6 from 2026. But you might be wondering, how do I know this information? Well, honestly, I'm just lucky because I just do some research using AI, and then AI found that, hey, this model seems to be working, and then it used that. But this is the problem. There is almost no documentation about what models that are still working in the artifacts mode in Claude. Even the official documentation on Claude doesn't mention that at all. So you have to kind of guess and then maybe try multiple different models and see which one actually still work. And remember, it might be different from time to time because they kept updating new model, releasing new models, and discontinuing older models. So that's one thing to know when you are dealing with this feature. But if it worked and you find the tool to be very useful, you want to use it, then the app stays there in the chat, it's still working, and you can also share the app to your friends or to your colleague. Just click this drop down menu and then you can click publish artifact, and then you can copy the link, and then you can even get the embed code in case you want to put the app somewhere on your website. And remember, if you are planning to download the code, you can do it, but remember, it will remove the built-in API. That means you have to bring your own API key so you can still use the Claude AI model within the app. That's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, that's still an amazing feature to be utilized, and I'm hoping that Anthropic will add more models or more support to this artifacts mode, at least to make it slightly on par to the Gemini canvas. And if you want to see other cool things and useful things that you can do with AI, then check out this video and I'll see you there.